dirt roads to rock crawling, two-buck chuck to screaming eagle, moonshine to 50-year-old single malt. We talk about it all here on Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey with your hosts, Jason and Chris.
Welcome to Wheelin' Wine and Whiskey Podcast, episode 217, in the home studio with Lorenzo and Chris.
Welcome to Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, episode 217.
Yes, where's Rodney? I thought I was replaced.
No, you weren't
Lorenzo
replaced.
sent me a note and he goes, dude, you're getting replaced. And I'm like, what?
I think I did a pretty good job.
You did a great job. And I loved it. And Rodney did a great job. But Lorenzo and I were pretty concerned. He had me convinced that I was out. I was out.
Well, considering you're a 50% shareholder in the show, it's
Well,
nice
that's what
out.
I told him. I go, I haven't signed any paperwork, so it's not law yet. So,
Well, something could have gotten snuck into that stuff you signed about the house stuff.
right. There was a lot of signing, and it's crazy, this whole DocuSign, right? Like it comes up on your phone, and it's like all these important, like super important, life-changing documents just come up on your phone, and you're like, okay, I agree. And, oh, here's my signature, and sign, and send.
And then
that's it.
And then a nurse shows up and says, please give a sample. And she snaps on gloves.
It's like, oh my God, it's so stupid
She's dropped
how
her pants.
simple it is. Yeah. And then the whole wire fraud thing going on now. You got to
yeah.
be careful of all that because somebody will call you and go, oh, well, this is us from Citibank and we didn't get your wire. So go ahead and give us the routing number and this, that, and the other thing. And we'll go ahead and take care of that for you.
No thanks.
No, that ain't going to happen.
Negative Ghost Rider.
It's crazy. But yeah, so good job, you and Rodney, JL latte maker there. So
Yeah, bringing his rig
I went
out of
up.
mothballs and getting it ready for the trail.
I drove through Jackson coming back to the Bay Area when I re-entered into the Bay Area, as much as I regretted it. But
Came back to reality.
it wasn't reality. It was just yeah. Anyway, so I stopped and I stood on his deck. It was great.
You stood on his deck.
I did. It wasn't finished yet, but
Did he
his
scream? Did he yell?
No,
Did
he didn't even let out a yelp. And I complimented him on his deck. It was very strong, very rigid, and so yeah, it was great. So Rodney, nice deck you got there.
Well, it's good that
I
you
can
lost
vouch
all that.
for your deck.
It's good that you're light.
Yeah.
You didn't hurt his
Yeah,
deck.
no, I've lost a lot of weight. My winter weight is almost gone. And yeah, stood on his deck very comfortably. So that
Perfect.
was good. So yeah, good job, guys.
Well, thank you.
Oh, thank you very much. So with that, I'd be remiss if we didn't mention the Hollie Fowler accident that just happened. I just learned about it.
Yeah. I saw a post on IG, and then of course I saw the not Adopt a Trail. GoFundMe.
So here it is. And so I just learned about it. And so apparently there was like no foul play. She was a passenger in a side-by-side and went off a jump and, nothing kind of crazy or anything.
No cartwheeling,
No. But they hit and her spine, it caused some spinal damage.
Oops.
So I don't know if the belts weren't tight, whatever, right? Like there's all these freak accidents, and that's exactly what this was from what I can tell from all the information that's been provided to me. But very sad situation, speedy recovery for Hollie. She is one that went from, we've had her on the podcast.
Yeah.
And she went from being an opera singer to an off-roader. And if that isn't a huge transition, I don't know what is. And, say what you will, there's a lot of haters out there. But she loves our sport and lives our sport on a daily basis to the point where she built a KOH race car and went out and got across the, start line and went out and raced. And that takes a huge commitment. That isn't somebody that's just like a player, right? Like just like, oh, I'm going to go do this and that and do it. No, she's in it to win it. And so wish you a speedy recovery, Hollie. And so there is a GoFundMe.
That's correct. I will put those the link in the show notes.
And then there's I read one IG thing where some people are like, oh, well, you got all kinds of money, you got $100,000 race car and this, that, and the other thing, and I'm like, that's bullshit. Medical expenses are crazy.
Yeah, they are.
And she's self-employed. I'm self-employed. So anybody that's self-employed realizes that it is super expensive for health insurance in, I know in this country here. So who knows what her situation is, but, if you got a few bucks, throw it at it. If you like her and you want to see her recover, if you don't, you don't. I mean, whatever. But don't be a dick. These fucking keyboard warriors. It's so stupid. You don't know the whole story, and you assume all this bullshit and jealousy and hatred. And it's like, come on, people. Somebody got hurt. And if you care about her, you're going to throw some money her way, and that's the bottom line.
Yeah, it doesn't need to be a lot.
Whatever.
$5, $10, $20, whatever.
I don't care, because I've had some friends that did not have health insurance, and their life changed dramatically. Not just from not being able to function like they did before, but financially, it's ridiculous the cost for surgeries and such in our environment here.
Oh yeah, no. The medical industry in the United States is broken without getting into a whole.
No, I know it's stupid. I get it, but I don't get it. It's so my neck surgery was $149,000. $149,000 to have 2 discs replaced in my neck. It bettered my life. I mean, I got a way better pain-free life now than I had a couple years ago.
And you're 2 inches taller.
And I'm a little bit taller. He's a little bit taller. He's a baller. But anyways, my medical bills were pretty extensive, but I didn't have to pay $149,000. So,
right.
But it did hit hard. But anyways, it's just, there it is.
Well, you never know what's going to happen or how it's going to happen.
Right.
Getting injured and, you just, don't, we get it. You have your hatred and whatnot, but my gosh, somebody's hurt, somebody's suffering.
Okay. So the link will be in the show notes.
Yeah.
It's out there on IG, and we'd love to see her back on the trail. I mean, she's doing this Onyx deal with Ian Johnson right now, and who knows how that's all going to unfold. She had her debut at King of the Hammers this past year,
right.
Had some mechanical issues and had to, unfortunately didn't finish the race. So this is impactful, and this is her career. I mean, this isn't, she doesn't have a desk job or anything. No. So her career is off-roading. So anyways, I just had to speak about that and wish her well, and texted her early this evening and said, hey, how you doing? And we're thinking about you. So
get well soon, Hollie.
Yeah, exactly. What else, Chris, on your agenda over there?
Well, I've been living my life the best I can. And, last week when I recorded with Rodney, I kind of gave some nuggets about what's happening in my world. One of the things is, my Jeep. Every 2 years in the state of California, you have to.
Oh, don't even bring that up.
You have to go through the process of doing a smog check. The dreaded smog check. If your vehicle's newer than a 74, 75?
74.
So my Jeep is a 95, so that's 21 years newer than 74, doing the math. I have to be smogged, and every vehicle in California that's not electric needs to be smogged on a semi-annual, no, every other year, sorry.
Every other year.
And then, but there is an exemption if your vehicle is newer than, if it's a brand new vehicle and it's been registered and purchased within the last 5 years, I believe there's a 5-year exemption, or it's 7. Could be one or the other. I'm not sure. But anyway, regardless, my 95 Wrangler, my off-road rig, needed to be smogged so I could renew my registration this year. And it's always a little bit of anxiety when I get that notification because they say you got to go to you're a gross polluter. It says it right there.
You got to go to
a high emitter. So you got to go to a star station, right?
Yeah. Star certified smog. Yes.
Star certified.
You're a
smog.
Gross polluter.
Or a high emitter, I guess is what they call it, which is the same as gross polluter.
So is Lorenzo. He's a gross polluter too.
So, I'm off on Sundays and Mondays, and I figured I'm gonna take the Jeep out of the garage, warm it up, take it for a nice drive around,
get it hot.
I didn't take it on the freeway, but I took it out on Mines Road or Tesla Road down by the wineries. Mm-hmm. Got her up to 50 and just bopped the line. Took her for a 10-mile loop. Got her nice and warm. Got her hot. So then I arrived at the smog station. They opened at 8:30. I arrived at 8:20. I'm thinking I'm going to be first in line. And wrong.
Nope.
There was a Lexus in front of me and some sort of Honda Odyssey minivan or something to that effect. No, it was a what are those Toyota Highlander. And I'm like, shit. I told her, I said I was going to be first. Nope. She's like, you're third.
Gotta get here early.
So anyway, but it was quick, for the two vehicles in front of me because they were newer and they weren't off-road rigs.
Right.
So they pulled me into the bay with the what do you call it? The spinny thing, the dynamometer.
You want to buy a Vial?
Anyway, because they have to do the 15 mile per hour and the 25 mile per hour test. And I'm standing there getting anxious. I'm like, they put the sniffer in and they connect the little dealie so they can read my RPMs and whatnot. And the guy jumps in and it's taken a long time. So I'm starting to freak out. And the history on this, and I think I talked about it on the show 2 years ago. 2 years ago, I failed miserably in California.
Yeah, I know. And you had to put a new cat in.
I had to spend $900 to have a catalytic because it's got to be a California certified cat, right? And the oxygen sensor and all that BS. I mean, it's a computer controlled fuel injected vehicle.
I know.
But so
I'm trying to bite my tongue right now.
I know you are, but you're gonna have like 73 cars parked at your place, registered at your place.
Don't know what you're talking about.
Don't know what you're talking about.
I'm going off the grid.
So anyway, I'm getting a little anxious as this process is taking quite a bit longer than the other two vehicles that were in front of me. And I'm like, shit, this is not good. I can't. I mean, I've only driven it like 500 miles in 2 years because it's literally a trailer queen. And the guy finally he comes out and he's like, the technician, so I guess, and somebody can speak to this, but they have like palm readers now for the technician for biometrics.
Stop it.
So there's no getting around your ID as the technician.
No.
Doing that. Yeah. Every, I don't know what the timing was, if it was a step thing, but he had to put his palm on, not a fingerprint, but the whole damn palm of his hand on this scanner at the workstation to continue
to verify that he was there inspecting your vehicle.
Legit certified license.
Are you fucking kidding me right now?
Not, dude. And I was like, what is going on over there?
And go ahead, finish your story before I go on my fucking rant.
So anyway, it's just, but finally he gives me the thumbs up and says, you're good. Because, the whole process, and I'm sure so they do a visual inspection, right? Then they do the sniffer, they do the 15 mile per hour, the 25 mile per hour. And then they once that's all done, then they do the gas tank test where they pull your gas cap off and they pressurize it and then it has to not leak down at all. Yep. And he finally, after all that's done, this is like half an hour, he finally gives me the thumbs up and says, you're good. And I'm like, shit, that's awesome. And I'm freaking out. So man, I wonder if it was like really like right on the line.
Close, yeah.
But it was like, dude, it's like.
You're well within.
Some of the numbers were like 300 parts per million. And I was like at 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, it's like, okay, so why is this such a headache? Why are you calling me a gross polluter?
If you don't drive your Jeep, it doesn't get fouled out. I don't know.
Fuck, I drive it. Anyway.
Yeah, it's ridiculous. it's stupid. I mean, the earth farts with a volcano and puts out way more toxin and fucking, right? And it's like, come on. it's just silly. And then the cruise ship and the airlines, and let's just not go there, I guess, apparently, because those don't exist.
Well,
anyways,
now, hold on. I mean, there are people that do things that make their vehicles seriously polluting.
Like who?
Well, guys that modify their diesels and roll coal.
Diesel or diesel?
Diesel.
You say potato, I say potato.
Now, I know this is going to create some angst amongst our listeners.
Oh, my God. You're going to create so much IG traffic right now. Go ahead.
I don't agree.
I want to hear it.
I mean, you guys can create
rolling coal?
You can create horsepower without rolling coal. That's all I'm saying. But it's just gross. So, enough said.
All right. So, we know where Chris stands. He's a fucking diesel liberal.
No, I'm not. I drive a diesel, and I have plenty of power and torque, and I have everything I need, and I can tow heavy and go up the hill at 75 miles an hour.
Yeah, you don't need to put on a smoke show. Okay, there is something about that. Where you at with DEF?
I don't do DEF.
I know.
I'm
so
pre-DEF.
this is, you were pre-DEF, but DEF helps eliminate and run super, like my truck. Like you could put your nose right on the fucking exhaust, and it's like it's non-offensive.
Is that why you sleep right next to it?
I do, and Lorenzo sniffs it too. I don't know why, but it's non-offensive. It's amazing how clean the new diesel trucks run.
It is.
And then you're like, okay, well, don't roll coal, but then you're like, oh, okay, I don't have DEF, so you should put DEF on your truck.
I have a DPF.
Well, that doesn't count. You should put DEF in your truck.
No, I'm not going to do that.
It's cow urine.
It is cow urine. It's urine. You don't know where it comes from.
It's from Lorenzo.
Urine is urine.
Lorenzo and his family
urea.
have cornered the market on DEF. I'm just letting you know. It's Lorenzo's piss in your truck. Yeah. I don't go out and buy it. I just have Lorenzo piss in the tank.
I will say on the diesel side, as far as the emissions and smog go, I mean, I was very annoyed when I bought my new truck brand new in 2012, brand new truck. And like a year later, I was like, oh, you got to come in for smog.
I know.
I'm like, what?
I don't know.
Get it. There's no 5-year exemption. Nope, not on diesels.
Well,
and that's the biggest scam, dude. I mean, we've talked about it on the show. It's like you go in, it's visual. They don't do the sniffer.
Nope.
They rev the engine. They connect.
It's all visual.
They connect the computer to the OBD2, right?
To make sure you don't have any aftermarket computer running a chip tune.
And then they rev the engine, and if it doesn't smoke, that's it. And it's like $100 just for 10 minutes.
Stupid.
$100, 10 minutes. They're making more money than an orthodontist. Calm down.
That's why I'm leaving the state.
Well, you should still be environmental.
Adios, California.
Adios.
So, anyways, all right, let's move on, because I think we beat this one up pretty good.
Well, just a long story short, I passed my smog, and I'm happy. So 2 more years.
It's good. You can go wheeling with us now.
I will wheel.
Okay.
I shall.
Okay, I shall will. I am Chris, and I shall will.
I will wheel.
All right, Chris, we got a special little segment here. Guest.
Yeah, we do.
Friend of the podcast. He's pretty much part of the podcast.
Every week
you hear his voice. He is the intro to the podcast, Johnny from Dirtbag Clothing.
That's correct.
He's got a new venture, Ancient Order of the Deep.
Ancient Order of the Deep.
Yeah, and it's super cool. It's something that all of us use, shampoo. Maybe not everybody uses conditioner, but you should.
That's right.
If you want to look svelte like Mr. Lorenzo here. He's looking good right now.
He's their first customer.
I know. So, let's check that out, huh? All right, Chris, we've got a guest on the line right now. Line number 1, Wheeling Wine and Whiskey Podcast. Got several lines here. This has been popular. We've had to add service. And
how do we afford that?
Well, I called Elon Musk, and he threw another satellite up in the satellite web going around the world now for Starlink. So
does he launch those with a giant slingshot?
It might be. I'm not sure. But got something exciting here. We need to.
Yeah, we do.
We're on the forefront, right? We're on the cutting edge. We give till it hurts here at the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey Podcast, and we've got on the line right now John from Dirtbag Clothing.
Johnny.
But not only Dirtbag Clothing.
Hello.
He's got a brand new venture going on, AOD, Ancient Order of the Deep. And we're going to learn about that right now. And not only that, but this is something that you need, Chris. And Lorenzo definitely needs it for his fur to stay svelte.
His coat.
His coat. So, Johnny, welcome to the podcast once again. How are you?
Thank you much. And I think everyone has already heard my voice prior.
Right.
So welcome again. A lot of worlds colliding.
From Two-Buck Chuck to Screaming Eagle. So Johnny does our intro. On the show that we've been doing here for 4 freaking years.
Holy cow.
I know. Can you believe it?
It's crazy.
It's spectacular. I give props to you guys.
I can't believe they like us. They really, really like us.
I don't know.
Yep. Everyone might know us through the Dirtbag Clothing, right? Wear it till it stinks.
Correct.
Yep. So the new venture is Ancient Order of the Deep, which is a beard kit line, shampoo, conditioner. So now we're going to clean you up. So you're going to go out and get dirty. Now we're going to clean you up. And you guys are pretty much the first to hear about it. So I'm launching it with you guys.
Looking at the website here, dude, this is pretty stellar, and I have tried the product. So let's talk about what you got to offer here.
You look pretty clean.
Because I don't have a beard. So when you first told me about this venture, I'm like, all right, that's cool, but I don't do the beard thing. But you're like, but wait. There's more.
But you could have a beard in about 2 days.
I could grow a beard in 2 days.
Well, I'm in that boat as well. I could not grow a beard in 50 years, but the shampoo, conditioner, and the biggest thing I think for the Wheel & Wine and Whiskey crowd is the dry shampoo and leave-in conditioner, which is for all the people that are out there wheeling, wreck wheeling, all the stuff out, King of the Hammers, where you don't have water access. That is why, because me hanging out with you, being the right seat, said we need something that can go for this community, and that's why the dry shampoo.
It's the wrong seat if you listen to Randy Slauson, but yes, the right seat.
It's the right seat when you're trying to do your own ventures and now having another adventure. So it came to me that I'm lucky that I have friends that make this type of product, premium product.
Okay.
And we need to do it right, because I know if you vouch for it, it's legit. And I let you use it.
Yeah.
And you said, hey, this and that. And we tweaked it, polished it. And that's why we're coming back. And I wanted to launch it with you because you've been integral in what I've been doing with Dirtbag. And I think this is something that it's geared for guys, but now the guys will have something the wives or the girlfriends will use over their other products, which is kind of fun.
Yeah. So you gave me some samples, and dude, so I'm there's like 4 or 5 shampoos in my lifetime that I've ever used, because I'm very particular on the smell, because some are like over the top, right?
Sure.
Like just, offensive. It's like, what are you trying to cover up here? It's like you're freaking carpet bombing the place with this scent. And so you gave that to me, and I gave you very honest feedback. I was like, dude, this smells good. It's definitely a manly scent, and it's good.
Ocean breeze.
Yeah,
yep.
it's approachable,
nice and refreshing.
Approachable yet unassuming. I might go as far to say.
I don't know what to say right now.
So
it's like a bromance going on over there.
But it is. It's good stuff. And then, like, as a guy, I'm like, okay, shampoo's all I need, but conditioner's nice. You want to give a little extra polish to the hair there, right?
Yeah.
So
right.
I'm like, yeah, Chris just wish he had hair that he could fucking wash. So.
Hey, I've been using the same shampoo for 30 plus years.
What do you use, Chris? What do you use now? Pert. I think you're a Pert guy.
No. Actually, Paul Mitchell Awapui.
Whoa, Paul Mitchell. Look at you all fucking bougie.
We'll put the challenge down. We'll put the challenge down in that when you try it and you use it, you'll go, I got a new brand. I got a new thing.
Right.
AOD is for me, right? Because we know it.
AOD is for me. I like it.
With Dirtbag, you can wear it till it stinks, and we know when you go out and play hard, that's what you do. And now we can clean you up in camp, and if you don't have water, the dry shampoo is there for you. So if you want to get a little snuggle with your significant other, we got you covered.
So
right?
talk about
Now
this
you can
dry
get closer.
shampoo, because I was like, what the fuck is a dry shampoo?
It is literally a powder. Shake it in your hand, rub it around, put it in your hair, brush it out.
What?
It's not like taking a shower, but it's the next best thing.
Right. It's better than going to bed with King of the Hammer's
hair.
Yeah.
Correct.
Better than going to bed with King of the Hammer's hair.
Does it do anything for hammer line?
Exactly.
I know it doesn't.
So you can sit around the campfire and not be the one going, pigpen. So that's kind of the deal. And you were there when we were talking about this. You were there with the samples, and I'm like, we're ready to go. And I wanted to come to Wheeling Wine and Whiskey and go, one, your customers are awesome. All the listeners are spectacular. And I really think this is something that can be used. And now the guys will have something that they could put in their shower and not use their wives or the girlfriends or whoever else that has 30 bottles of who knows what.
Oh my gosh.
This will get you clean and fresh.
Yeah.
And it's less is more.
Right.
So
right.
That's the pitch. And the best thing, we're giving you 20% off.
Okay.
That's awesome.
I shocked you.
I was like, what?
We were speechless for a moment.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it. So that's where we're at. And I'm pretty much guaranteed that if you have a beard, you will love the beard kit as well. The shampoo's spectacular. I don't want to toot my own horn, but I think it's, you will be pleasantly surprised, because if it wasn't good, I would have rather just passed.
Well, and that's the thing that people that don't know you need to know, that like, you're not jumping on like, oh, the next get rich quick scheme or whatever, right? You got an established business and you have a reputation, and you're like, I'm not going to get behind anything unless I believe in the product. And that's the same thing that we have done here on Wheeling Wine and Whiskey.
Yes, sir.
Because, there's people daily asking to be on the podcast and represent their product. And we're like, no, we're
I wouldn't do that to you guys. We've been lifelong friends, right? We've been lifelong friends.
Right.
Everyone knows.
Brother from another mother.
Within a month. Exactly. So everyone knows, and I would not tarnish that friendship or the ability to be in the right seat of your buggy to come out and try and hawk something that wasn't worthy. Right. So the opportunity came up. It's an ocean theme because the two other investors were Navy vets. Mm-hmm. So we're veteran owned.
We like that.
It's all premium product. And we will stand by it. And if people try it and they don't like it, dude, we'll take it back. I'll put that on that. I'm not even drunk like I was on your 100th episode.
Where you gave away the farm?
Yeah.
You made good on it, dude. You made good on it.
Made good on it. And that's why I wanted to come to you guys and go, hey, I got something new.
Right.
You're literally the first ones to hear about it. I know this isn't really sexy. I'd rather hear about whiskey and your trips.
No, but this is stuff every day. Well, at least I wash my hair every day.
You want to be clean when you're talking about
Lorenzo
with the campfire.
Lorenzo doesn't. Lorenzo, when was the last
the
time
dry
you had
shampoo would be great for Lorenzo.
Exactly.
I think it's going to be hard to get in the shower.
Yeah,
you can't get him in the shower, but a little.
Yeah.
And the thing, not a lot of people make dry shampoo because they've never been to King of the Hammers. They haven't been in the backcountry for 3 days, and not had a shower. And that is why we were like, no, we got to do a dry shampoo. And even the people that I'm working with go, you don't want a dry shampoo. I'm like, no, need a dry shampoo.
You don't understand. Yeah, because when you mentioned that, I was like, light bulb, like, oh my God, why didn't anybody think of this before? Because, Chris and I live the Lance life, which is a good life.
It is.
But a few times a year we're camping out on the trails, Barrett and Rubicon and stuff. And it's like, water is actually a premium. I mean, this year it's great. We can jump in the river and stuff, but
you don't want to run in there with shampoo.
No, you don't want to use just regular old, what do you use? Paul Mitchell,
Awapuhi.
Awapuhi. What language is that? Is that Hawaiian?
It's Awapupu.
That's the.
Hey, it's kept my hair on my head.
I'm not going to say
years.
it. Okay, but anyways, I was like, dude, this is a great concept, and I tried it, and I'm like, wow, this is good. So I definitely know there's some people in our listening audience right now going, that could be for me, and just give it a try. I mean, shit, Johnny's throwing it out there. Like, if you don't like it, send it back. So you got nothing to lose.
That's right.
Their website is freaking pretty damn legit. I don't know how much money you spend on this website, but I'm like, dude, this is awesome. So that's
cool.
ancientorderofthedeep.com.
All one word.
Yeah, ancientorderofthedeep.com. And it talks.
If you Google it, AOD will get you to the same.
Really?
Spot.
Look at you.
I know it's a mouthful.
Getting the search engines.
So she said.
Google will set you straight. But it's all about tradition. That's what Ancient Order of the Deep is. It's all the maritime tradition and all of that. And that's where, with our investors, I was like, oh, let's do something like that. Because in reality, there's so many out there that have a pirate theme and all that. And we're just like, no, this actually fits. It's very natural for us and what we're doing. And that's why I'm very appreciative of you guys letting me talk about it. And, I definitely don't want to burn the bridge because, one, I'm the announcer.
No.
I want to keep doing that. And I want to be able to go out and camp with you guys and that whole community. And as you guys know, usually car people are not full of BS.
Right.
So just do it right. And that's what we want to do. And it's just like, hey, here's something that guys can be like, hey, and in reality, I gave it to a couple hairdressers that are females. The ladies love it.
Really?
Literally, yeah. All the women love it. They're like, oh, this is really nice. My wife is now, I think we could get maybe 10 or 15 bottles out of the shower. She uses it now as well.
Oh, wow. Wow. That's cool. So all right.
It doesn't gunk up your hair. So yeah, all that stuff, all the nonsense.
It's gender neutral is what you're saying.
Yeah, 100%. If you can go out.
Because that's important in this day and age, apparently.
Let's put, if you have hair, great. If you have a beard, even better, right?
Right.
Or clean your the nether region.
Whatever.
So
whatever. Hey, it's not the 70s anymore. So
totally appreciate it.
So wait, can we do a little giveaway? Ooh. I know you don't want to give away the farm, but can we do a little giveaway for our listeners?
Well, I'm not partaking in your bottles yet, and I'm remote, so I'm in the office. So I don't have any libations with me.
Right.
Yes, we can.
Okay. All right. Here we go. Don't ask, you don't receive. So what can we do? We could do a little contest here on the Wheeling Wine and Whiskey IG.
Yes, sir.
What do you feel comfortable giving away?
The farm.
Great, Chris.
Well,
if you had Chris money, you give away the farm, and you could still recover.
Well, we're charging Chris double.
Right.
So whatever we give away, Chris is going to buy double.
Perfect.
Man, my website just changed.
Yeah. You guys know you guys are the king of this, so I will let you guys pick, and then the winners can pick whatever they would like from the website. So
here's what we're going to do. We're going to do an IG contest, and we'll work out the details here, but it will be on IG the day that this episode releases, which is Tuesday. What day is that?
That'll be June or July 4th.
It's July. Is that July 4th?
Yes, sir.
God bless America.
It's a
Fireworks
celebration.
sounds. I wish I had fireworks sound effects.
Where's the fireworks sound effect? Okay, so
come on, Lorenzo.
This is very. Chris is doing pretty good.
What?
Okay, so we're going to launch this July 4th episode, and we will have a 2-week IG contest where obviously they need to be listening and following Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, Ancient Order of the Deep. You guys got your own IG? Or what do you got?
Yeah.
Or is it through?
Ancient Order of the Deep as well.
Oh, God. Why did I even doubt you for a second? I kind of doubted that.
He's the man.
I'm sorry. So you need to follow Ancient Order of the Deep, Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, and, of course, Dirtbag Clothing, because that's the parent company. And then we will, tag a couple friends. And then we will pick a winner from that, and you will have your choice of a 7-piece beard kit, the dry shampoo, leave-in conditioner, and then, of course, the hair conditioner, hair shampoo for your home shower there. So, or Lance Life, whatever you got going on,
Yeah.
So that's cool. So the winner will be nice. Good job, Lorenzo. About time you woke up. So they will be able to pick their prize. Pick your prize.
Pick your prize.
We're going to call this the Ancient Order of the Deep Pick Your Prize contest.
I like it.
And no, but seriously, this is very freaking cool, John, and excited for this new venture. And I have tried the product, and I will vouch for it. I love it. It's great, and this is great. Thanks for hopping on tonight and talking about this.
I appreciate it more than you know. And just for the thing, and I can't wait until we can go out and get on the trail, and then maybe Chris will be there. But
Chris will be there. Are you going to be at Trek?
My plan is to be at Trek.
No, I know you are, but is Johnny going to be at Trek?
I am planning on it.
Okay.
I gotta live it. I gotta go out there and use the dry shampoo myself.
Exactly.
Because when I go out, I tent camp because I don't have a rig. I'm not landslide.
Right.
So I go out there and spend a few days out there getting rustic.
So I'll need the dry shampoo too because I'm not going to have my camper.
Oh, you're not? Whoa! Did you sell it?
No.
What's happening?
I'm light footing it because I got to be. I got to leave early to go to my mom's birthday party. 80th
birthday party.
So anyway,
wow, that's going to be interesting because that's what I did at Safety Clinic.
Birthday present and hint.
Ooh. And you're 80-year-old birthday present. And you're going to be at Meadow Lake with no Lance camper.
Nope. Just a truck, no trailer, wow. A truck, a tent, a cot, a sleeping bag, and a CPAP machine.
Your remote and your dog and your rocking chair and your AOD shampoo. Okay, this is going to be great. I love it. All right, well let's do this. I like it. Got to check out the website.
Cheers to that.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Woohoo. Yeah.
Doo-doo. So
everything will be on wheelandwineandwhiskey.com. Everyone can go there and check it out.
Yeah, we got to get Tyler to get this up on there. And then you going to do a little discount or anything for our people that want to go to the website?
Baby. 20%.
20%.
Faithful listeners. Sweet.
Dude, okay, that's freaking badass. You can still make money at 20%?
Yeah.
Yeah.
We give till it hurts. We give till it hurts.
Oh, that's what I love about this podcast.
And that's how much
give till it hurts.
I guess we learned it from Johnny.
Okay.
Yep. Good humans out there deserve a 20% discount for taking your recommendation.
Look at the negotiations here. I love it. I got you to give away some
what
shit
is the coupon
and a
code?
20%.
Yeah,
what is the coupon code? Are you going to announce it right now?
www.20 AOD.
Oh, okay. All right.
Wow. www. 20 AOD.
Okay, I like it. That's super simple. So that's going to be a limited time offer. So if you are way behind on podcast and listening to this in 2028, the offer has expired.
You should have ordered it right meow.
You should have been keeping up with the podcast. But
the announcer is upset.
Right. But most of our listeners are within a few days of when it comes out, so that'll be cool. Right on. Yeah. Well, thanks, John. That's awesome. You guys. And I do want to see some people get this in their showers and I call it the bullshit bag. My bag of hair gels, toothpaste, all my medications I take because I'm 51 years old and stuff like that. I call it the bullshit bag that I take with me everywhere.
You don't look
it will fit.
It will fit. If it fits, it shifts.
There you go.
Nice.
But no, it is good. So right on, man. Chris, what do you think?
Guys,
I think it's super cool. I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully,
Lorenzo's wagging his tail. He's pretty excited about the dry shampoo. I got to tell you, the leave-in conditioner.
Even though you vacuumed him earlier,
he did. I did vacuum him a couple days ago, and he could use a little conditioning. So, Lorenzo, we got some AOD coming your way.
Woo-hoo.
There you go. Now he's like, tip over the bottle you're drinking. He wants a little sip.
Nope, we're keeping it away from him. He's been dry for like 35 days, so
I don't know.
He got rid of the twitches.
He's still sobering up. He's still sobering up from his extravaganza last year.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, fellas, I can't thank you enough. I totally appreciate it. Everyone else, I'll see you out there on the trails. and unfortunately, I will be right seat. So,
well, that's all right.
All good.
Aren't you good? By Trail Hero, I think you're going to have a buggy though, a side by side.
That would be awesome.
I heard something about that. I don't know.
One of these days, I got to stop investing in all these ventures and then start, getting some toys.
I don't know. Yeah.
There it is.
Well, it costs money. Yeah. So whatever. But I'll tell you what. You can drive Chris's Jeep at Trail Hero.
We'll sit in it.
All right.
Thank you, Johnny.
Thank you,
Cheers,
Johnny,
guys.
man. Thanks a lot, man. I appreciate it.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Yeah, this is going to be great. Listeners, check this out and then enter the contest. to win.
Absolutely.
All right. Have a great night.
Right back at you.
All right. And there it is. So the latest hair care products. Who knew we'd be talking about hair care products on the podcast? But we all have hair. Well,
Lorenzo,
some of us do.
You can't have my credit card.
No.
Forget it. No.
No, he wants to order some. Let him. Let him.
Use his credit card.
Come on. No.
Shit. Use your own damn credit card, Lorenzo.
It's freaking great. So, yeah, it's good stuff. Check it out. I honestly, it is really good. I was pleasantly surprised, let's say,
Awesome.
because like how many shampoos and stuff are out there, and Johnny sent me the sample and I tried it and I'm like, this is good. I like it.
Right on.
So, and the dry shampoo is something else for the trail. So, yeah, check it out. We got a contest going. Enter to win.
Sweet. On the IG.
Yeah. Make it happen, Captain.
Yeah.
See how I tied that in? Show the deep. Make it happen, Captain.
You're like a PR professional.
I really am. Not my first podcast. I'm glad to be back.
Oh, but you want to raise.
Okay.
Lorenzo got his license back, his pilot license.
No, he didn't. Did he?
He told me he did.
No, that's bullshit. He wants to ride right seat with you this year.
That's fine.
He says, I'm scared riding with me in the buggy. He doesn't want to ride in the buggy anymore. He wants to like chill, relax, get to camp early.
Hey,
and I said, dude, you need to ride with Uncle Chris. And he goes, yes.
There's
and
no
so
lattes popping out of my
I know,
dash, just so you
but
know.
he sheds like a motherfucker too. So you better get ready for that because I still have donkey hair in my right seat. So
well, you should probably get leather seats and that just blows right out.
Well, yeah. If I had Chris money, I would have leather seats.
I don't have
heated
leather seats
massaging
right
seats in my Jeep.
Right.
Okay.
Sweet.
All right. Hey.
Yes, sir.
Have you seen the latest Wreck Gear video?
I saw the preview of it. I haven't watched the whole thing.
The preview's fucking scary, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I'm
okay.
like, what?
So
he's with Cody Wagner, and it's like,
he's got all the hardcore rock crawlers out in Johns Valley. So Cody even texted me and goes, "Have you seen the video yet?" And I go, "Yeah, it's fucking crazy." They did some insane trail breaking.
Yeah, they did.
There.
Yeah, they did.
And super cool. It just goes to show you what these buggies are capable
Dude,
of.
rocks were breaking.
Rocks were breaking, rocks were falling, and there was some serious consequences. And I'm sitting there watching this going like, okay, like trying to picture myself in my buggy with my experience in there.
No, you don't have four-wheel steer.
I don't have 4 steers, so I'm a drag axle, so I'm already at a disadvantage, but I'm like, I don't even know if I'd ride with them. That's like crazy extreme.
Okay, adrenaline junkie.
Well, no, not me. I'm not an adrenaline junkie. If you know me, I'm not an adrenaline junkie. I like technical problem solving, rock crawling, and that's what this was. So that it was intriguing to me, but then I have common sense too of like, okay, you could die. And so it's that borderline.
But did you die?
But did you die? So I'm like, wow, that's pretty freaking cool. So they're on a mission to document some of these, new trails and relatively new trails, documenting like how you get there,
yeah,
how to drive the trail, how to get off the trail. And I think that's super cool. And he's paired up with Cody and his friends to make this happen.
And if you don't have this, stay off the trail.
Exactly. So, kudos to Rec Gear. Go check them out on YouTube if you have not, because the cool thing is, and we've talked about it here, and I know James, Samurai James, which is going to change his name to Buggy James or something here shortly. There's an educational component to that video. It's like how and why they pick the lines they do. And that I've learned a lot watching him, and and then of course seat time is huge. Just getting out and learning your rig on different situations and how to get it in and out of front and rear and how it reacts is huge. So, anyways, good stuff. Check out Rec Gear, latest episode. I don't know what number it is or what it's titled, but.
Well, you see him on YouTube.
You see it on YouTube, and Cody's out there, and it's freaking awesome.
It is. And if you don't follow Cody Wagner on Instagram, you really should, because he's hysterical.
His account got hacked, and then he brought it back, and it's good.
I'm back.
Guess who's back? Back again. All right. What else you got?
I don't really have a whole lot.
You don't have any more? I got a couple more things.
Okay.
All right. You ready?
Yes, sir.
So I was up in Tahoe this weekend.
It's your second home.
It really is. It's fucking beautiful.
I grew up there.
I played a new game. A new, yard game, lawn dart game.
Oh, yeah?
But it's called Cub. Kubb. Have you ever heard of it?
No, sir.
You haven't heard of it?
No, I can say honestly, I've never heard of it.
I hadn't either. And so there was a friend up there, a friend of the podcast, that preaches. And he goes, one of his sons goes, hey, if he played Cub. And I was like, what the fuck is Cub? And he goes, I don't know. It's a fun game. Let's play. And I'm like, okay, how do you play? And you're tossing these wooden dowels, these batons, at these 2x4s.
Okay.
To knock them down. And there's 6 of them. And
All
then
right.
and the cool thing is you can have a lot of people playing the game. It's not just one-on-one, right? So we had 3-4 people on each team throwing batons at these 2x4s standing up. And then there's this king in the middle of the playing field. So check it out if you have not seen it. It's a lawn game. It's a Swedish lawn game. I started the Horski Borski.
Deer bork bork, deer bork bork.
It's super simple. It's one of those great games like cornhole and stuff where you could be holding the beverage of your choice in your left hand if you're right-handed, and then the right hand you're throwing the baton at this thing, and it is fun. And we were playing it on the beach, and everybody's looking at us like, what the F is going on down here? And it's wooden batons that you toss at these 2x4s. It's a combination of bowling and horseshoes. And you got this playing field that's defined by these stakes and these 6, 2x4s that you knock down. So if you knock one down, then the opposing team, so you and I are opposite of each other right now, and I knock down one of the 2x4s on your side. So after we get done throwing our batons, you take that 2x4. Now you've got to knock that 2x4 over. That's an extra piece, right? That's kind of like chess. So you got to throw that 2x4 out. And then your team needs to knock that 2x4 over before you can knock any of the other, players down in front of us. So there's some strategy, just like any other game, but it's super cool. So immediately, I never heard of the game. I play it a couple times, and I get on Amazon and I order a set. It's $45. I'm I've got to get one of these to play at camp because it's a cool camp game.
Well, I'm watching the YouTube video.
Are you watching Cub?
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Oh, you got it.
So, yeah, I understand now.
It's a very, very archaic game. When was it invented? 1878. 1878.
Just give me a good game of jarts and I'll be happy.
Right? So, yeah, check it out. You can buy them on Amazon and stuff. But you can make one. I mean, it's not that hard.
This one's yardgames.com premium cube. It's pronounced Coob, Koob.
No. Wow. Is it? It says on here on Wikipedia it's pronounced Cub, Kub.
No, I don't know. Well, we're getting different descriptions.
Swedish.
Dear bork, dear
bork, 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 bork.
That's cool. I look forward to playing it this
Check
summer.
it out. It's cool. I ordered one, and yeah, we're going to play that up at Trek. But
nice.
Anyways, Cub.
You can only have fun if you're throwing shit at each other.
That's it. You're throwing this baton, and it's freaking badass, dude.
Maybe I'll buy a croquet set, too, and we'll play croquet, too.
Lawn darts.
Jarts.
Lawn darts. And then I went shopping for electric bikes.
Oh,
just for fun. I was just, I like to
give the guy a little money.
No. I just like to F around and find out. And this whole electric bike scene, I see them flying past my house up to the park, and I'm like, damn, those things are like really badass. So I didn't know anything about them. And so we're up in Tahoe, and I'm like, well, I got to check some of this out. So we went to this ski shop that I really like, the Start House. Mm-hmm. And it's right by Jason Berger's Dreamtown CrossFit.
Oh, yeah.
It's in the same shopping center in Truckee. And so I go, okay, I got to check out these bikes. And so we met Stan there, and he's like, hey, blah, 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 telling us all about the bike. And, hop on it, take it for a spin. Well, they just built this new killer bike trail right outside this community. And there was some off-road options, of course, I took. And I'm like, and it had like 3 settings, like, help, like assist, I should say. And then like trail, and then like boost. Uh-huh. Like you're going to freaking go fast.
Falls out.
Yeah. It was amazing how these bikes react now, and the technology and the braking and everything. I've got a 20-year-old mountain bike. It's carbon fiber. It's disc brake. It's full suspension, but it's not a freaking downhill bomber or anything. And so go out and ride this bike, and I'm like, dude, this is badass. So of course you go out and ride and come back, and I'm like, okay, what's the price? And it's like $8,000.
Hashtag Jason money. Did you buy 2?
Nope, I tapped out. But I played the game, and I go, well, this is a great bike, but you got to have something that, oh, no, we got the evil Apocalypse. And it's all carbon fiber bike and
anything
badass.
That says Apocalypse in it.
Exactly. And I'm like, oh, this is badass. And he's giving me all the features. And I go, okay, I want to take that for a ride. So I take that for a ride. Night and day difference. It's like driving a fucking Volkswagen Bug and a freaking Ferrari, right? Woo! I'm like, okay, this is my bike right here. It handles great. You can stuff it in the corners. You can hit freaking any bump you want.
And it's got Apocalypse in the name.
It does. So I'm like, okay, this is badass. And I'm like, okay, I know this is going to be a crazy price. So I get back. He goes, what do you think? And I go, this is badass. It's nice. Blah, blah, blah. $10,000. And that's the quote sale price. I'm like, $10,000 for a bike. Well, I used to say $10,000 for a mountain bike without a motor, but it technically has a motor. But
is it all wheel drive?
No, it's only rear wheel drive. But
oh, jeez,
it was impressive. I mean, it was eye opening, right? Of like the technology that they have out now, and it's like you pedal, and then you're assisted pedaling, and you got this little button to, increase, the assist. And I was like, wow, it's incredible. it makes mountain biking fun again.
So easy. Yeah.
It
kind of takes the exercise out of it.
Make mountain biking great again. Well, no, I mean, there's still like you can, if you want to exercise, you can throttle it back and you'd still hammer. And the bike weighs more, right? Like, so it's
like 60 pounds.
Yeah, exactly. This bike was 60 pounds. The first bike I rode was like 50. So there's some significant weight there, but and I totally turned it off to try climbing up this hill, and it was like, oh shit, okay. But it's nice to have a little assist when you need it.
And then on the other end of the spectrum, if you're on Instagram, you get a video from a guy that takes a Milwaukee skill saw or a circular saw, takes the blade off of it, builds a bracket to put on his mountain bike front tire.
No, he didn't.
Oh, and he puts a belt and he has a pulley on the front tire and has a Milwaukee battery-powered saw.
Oh, boy.
And he hits that thing and he takes off like a bat out of freaking hell.
I bet. So, yeah.
So that's like $200, right?
That was cool. Yeah, and then I drove over because we were staying at Camp Richardson on South Shore, right? Yep. Right? You get to the Y on Highway 50 and go to the right to the casinos. You go left to Camp Richardson. Or straight right into Gomez's property and ride their Eliminator boat. So,
yep.
Camp Richardson was cool. It was, early season. Oh, my God, we saw a cub. It was a blonde cub, black bear, cub, blonde. All right, like really blonde. And it was raiding the campground. Anybody that left any food out and stuff, and I felt bad for this cub because
no mama
was around, and so mama got hit, killed somewhere because. This was a small enough cub where mama should have been around.
Yeah, for sure.
And
that's a dangerous
beautiful bear. But, this poor cub's just trying to survive and has learned that, there's people camping here and there's these stupid idiots that'll leave food out and eat. And, although when you check into the campground, it's very well documented. You have to sign off. I'm not going to leave a trash can out. I'm not going to leave ice chest out. I'm not going to leave food out. All this common sense shit.
Same stuff that's supposed to happen in Yosemite.
Right. Stuff that we know being out in the backcountry all the time, but idiots do not. And, they're like, oh, look at the squirrel. We're going to feed him a chip and stuff. And that's not the way to treat wildlife. No. But anyway, that's a whole nother podcast. But this poor blonde bear... kept coming to camp every afternoon and evening, and it needs to be trained to get out of there, and they're trying to train it, but
DFG's not involved.
It's not good. Yeah, they are, and but it's just not good. So I hope they do deter it from the camp, but it's going to be a problem bear. And
yeah, well, they're going to have to trap it and take it and train.
Well, that's it.
Because it's too young to live in those deep wild.
Too young, and it's gotten used to human food and everything. I mean,
that's unfortunate.
It is unfortunate. And we're living or camping in their environment there, and I was like, this sucks. And all these. Oh my God.
Idiots.
Idiots are like taking photos and like, oh, how cute. And I'm like, you don't even understand.
They're the same ones that get gored by bison.
Exactly. Let me get a selfie with this bison.
A 2,000-pound freaking horned animal that's pissed off all the time. Yeah, that's smart.
So anyways, so that was that. But I did get to drive around the lake this weekend on the, I guess, south side, going from Camp Richardson up to Truckee.
Through Emerald Bay?
Emerald Bay is incredible. I drove through there at like 6:30 in the morning. Nobody was there. It was great. And what a spectacular place. And I mean, if you can drive through there without like getting chills, you're not living. It's just one of the most spectacular places on this earth. And to drive around that, and drive around the lake. And
Well, it's the highest elevation alpine lake in the United States,
and it's full, right? Like with all our winter that we've had, and snowmelt still continuing.
The Truckee River must be ripping.
Oh, dude, the rivers are ripping. There's all kinds of these, tributaries and waterfalls coming down the mountains that you never see, and it's like this. I mean, I just sat there driving, and I was just like, "This is super cool." I turned off my radio. I just living in the moment, right? Like just seeing all this stuff, and it was super cool.
One of the things I do when I go up there is I always roll the windows down and just have
the fresh air.
Smell the air.
Fresh air. It is totally. So I do that all the time. It's funny you mentioned that. So like whether I'm going up Highway 80 or 50, going up that direction to the Sierras, or 88, right? It's like you get out of the valley and start climbing up to like 2,000-3,000 foot level, and you roll down your windows, and it is a different air. It is like,
sure.
It's like,
smell the fresh
so
pine. I mean, real pine.
And you instantly like relax, and I call it the pine cone factor. It's like, oh, this is good.
I used to do that while listening to Mozart.
Oh, well, there you go.
I love Mozart. So yeah.
And there's a little known fact for you listeners out there. Mozart. I did not know that.
Classical music. Love it.
You love classical music?
I do.
Oh, fuck. I love jazz. I'll do jazz, but I can't do classical music.
Classical music will test any sound system, man.
No, I know it will, but so will jazz. And I just, no. Now, I'm an audiophile, but I don't do elevator music.
And it's not elevator music.
It is elevator
music. Organ music, man, it'll blow your speakers.
Organ music.
All right, whatever.
All right.
You a hater. I love jazz too. I love all music. I don't hate anything.
Oh, look at you. Even Cookie Monster Rock?
Sure, why not? I love metal music with a freaking wolf in the background.
Bullshit. I've played some music and you're like, what the fuck is that?
And I played some music and you said the same thing.
Yeah, with Mozart or fucking...
I love everything, man.
I love it all. Look at you.
I love it all.
You love Priuses. Look at you.
No, I don't.
Lover.
I don't. I don't love Priuses. Toyotas suck.
Oh my God. All right. So let's, what else do I have here? I got nothing.
Wow. That's it?
Well, thanks for bringing me back on the podcast, Chris. I just want to say that.
Well, this is your audition for rehire.
Okay, good. I can get rehired?
I don't know. We'll have to see.
Awesome.
Apparently, you've asked for a raise.
I have.
I mean, 50% more of nothing is still nothing.
That's right. That's exactly right. No, it's all good. I'm glad Rodney jumped on. That was a great episode, and I thank you for... because it's been crazy busy in my life. And hopefully here in the next couple months, things settle down. I'll be at Trek. Trek will be my, everything's good and feng shui and happy. And, it's going to be a good time.
On the beach with a rake, making all your little...
Yes, I'll be doing circular patterns, Zen garden.
Yeah.
Zen garden and circular patterns. It'll be great.
With little rocks and you and Jimmy.
Although I don't think there's going to be a beach because... Hello, we had epic winter. Oh my gosh.
Lake's full, Clark.
Yeah, the moose should have told you out front. All right. With that, how do they get a hold of us, Chris?
Well, you can easily get a hold of us by emailing is one way, and that's Chris or Jason or Lorenzo at wheelingwineandwhiskey.com. You can also, and this is a fun way to do it, is to leave a voicemail or a voice message. And that's 408-800-5169. 408-800-5169.
Shit, we got some voicemail.
Oh, but wait, there's more.
Yeah, we'll have to play them next episode. Do we want to bump them in now?
No, let's wait. Let's a little tease for everybody for the next episode.
All right, we'll do it next episode.
But while we're thinking about things, I'd also like to give a shout out to all of our patrons and Barrel Society members on iRate 4x4.
Correct.
Obviously, your support and your generosity is much appreciated. Not necessary, but certainly appreciated. And if you're not a member of the Barrel Society, or even following us on iRate 4x4, you can sign up on irate4x4.com for a free account. And if you do that, then you can, once you're in there, you can see all the forums and you can look down and go to watch, listen, and discuss.
Yes.
Where you'll see a bunch of different podcasts, unfortunately.
Really?
Ours is included there.
Stop it.
We're at the bottom of the list, but they saved the best for last.
Right?
So Wheeling Wine and Whiskey, click on that and you'll see.
Because we start with a W.
That's right.
We're a casualty of the alphabet here.
We're going to be like A.
Because we're really number one, but they don't rank it by number one. They do it alphabetical sort.
That's
so
right.
It is what it is. Whatever. We're the best for last. Come on.
Save the best for last. So if you go there and you click on our webcast there, podcast, it'll open up that page and you'll see all of our past episodes. And of course, if you look to the right, you'll see our big logo. And under the logo is ways for you to support the podcast.
Right.
You got Wheeling 101. Barrel Select, and of course the Old Elk Club, which is the $20 level. The Barrel Select is the $10 level, and the Wheeling 101 is the $5 level. And that, if you choose to support us in that manner, that would be super awesome and much appreciated.
Yes.
So any other way for them to reach us or check us out?
I think that's it, right?
Well, they can do our website.
Oh, well, you can go to www.wheelingwineandwhiskey.com. Hit up the website. All our episodes are there, and a few of our merch. We got some discount links. Apparently, AOD is going to be on there now.
That's right.
Ancient Order of the Deep. You want a little shampoo, conditioner, a dry shampoo, conditioner for the trail. Super cool. Element Fire Extinguishers is there. And then, of course, our phone number, because we always like to hear from you. So, Wheeling Wine and Whiskey on the IG. So
That's
hit
right.
that up.
I forgot about the IG.
The IG is crazy. There's some crazy stuff out there. You guys are crazy. So, yeah, do it. With that, Chris,
we're out.